Hello, my name is Ryan Schwartz.
I'm Emma Keedy. And I'm Will Coons.
And today, boys, I was just thinking about what maturity means to me.
That's really funny that you bring that up, Ryan, because I was thinking about that recently too. And maturity can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but I'd really love to know what it means to you.
Well, I would love to elaborate on the subject. So, throughout our lives, I feel as if we as humans have traversed through many different styles about going about it. Maturity is a way, like, someone goes about a situation.
Maturity doesn't necessarily have to be like the way you act or the way you, but it's really the way you carry yourself, and it's a mindset.
No, yeah. Well, some people do act more grown up than others,
That's
or
true.
more sophisticated, or just
That's
like
true.
in a sense they know like more about what they're talking about than others.
Yeah.
But I think it's not about like speaking upon like the big things in life. I think it's about how you understand the little things.
That's a really good point.
It's not measured by your age. It's an attitude. It's an attitude built by an experience, to be honest. That's how I feel about it. Well, now that we're on this subject about the book, I'd like to speak on different examples when Huck portrays him showing his maturity. Throughout the book, on his adventures in the Mississippi River, and just being along with Jim, I think that at the beginning of the book, he does show immaturity, and it was a hard time for him to show that he's like the conforming to the standards of society.
Yeah.
I think he realized that when he was on the river with Jim, he's a more true version of himself, and he's able to say whatever he wants and discover who he really is as a person.
So how do you think that shows his maturity?
Well, because obviously he's discovering himself as a person, like I just said. When he was younger, he didn't know who he wanted to be. Society kind of showed like what he wanted to do in life, but now he's finally figuring out because he's alone. He has more time to think about it on the river.
He's developing as a person.
Exactly.
He's
Maturing.
getting more mature. Yeah, he's maturing. Yeah, exactly.
And also he faces many challenges in the book later down the road that tests his own beliefs that he's starting to form.
Mm-hmm.
These challenges like make him reconsider what he really believes in, and it helps him grow internally as well.
So later on in the novel, as Huck and Jim have started to travel more and they've spent more time with the Duke and Dolphin, I think Huck really starts to understand the impact that the Duke and the Dolphin have on the people around them. And that's really a negative impact because they're going around and stealing money from people and just being generally like awful people. So a good example of this is when the Duke and the Dolphin basically take the Wilkes family for everything they have. They steal everything from the will, and Huck really starts to, have a conscience about this. He feels really self-conscious, and he thinks, like, he realizes that, what they're doing is awful. And that in itself shows maturity. One experience in which I've had to show maturity is I was at a social gathering, and I was offered a certain drink, and I knew that I shouldn't partake in this drink, and, I thought as much as I wanted to, it may be fun, it may be make stuff better, but at the same time, you have to be mature and realize that, that's not what it's all about.
Yeah, I had an experience when I was a freshman actually here at Miramani. I was an incoming freshman and I knew that I wanted to make varsity, and I worked my tail off the entire summer, and to be honest I expected and just thought that I was going to make the team because I already knew the head coach. He knew like my ability and how I played, so I thought I was going to make it, but unfortunately I made JV, and it was just like a huge turning point in my life to, like, just can't give up on yourself and you have to keep working and persevere.
Yeah. One time I faced when I had to be mature in my life was when last year when we played Campo in NCS for water polo. We all knew that going into the game that it was going to be a tough game, and we actually ended up losing by a lot, it wasn't fun. And so after the game, we were all down, and we were all just like not having it. And then the other team, Campo, was just like celebrating and stuff. And then we had to go and shake their hands, and we knew that. And one of our players said, "No, I'm not doing it." And then because we were like really mad at them, and then but we ended up having to do it, and we manned up and we did it because we knew at the end of the day it was just a game, and we had to be mature about it.
Yeah, it looks like we're out of time. Very good.
Very great job,
Good
sir.
job,
Good job.
gentlemen. Good
Thank
job.
you. Thanks.